While this resolution does not impose new sanctions on the DPRK, it does expand an existing UN sanctions blacklist by adding more people and entities to it, subjecting them to international travel bans and asset freezes. The point is to pressure Pyongyang to abandon its ballistic missile and nuclear weapons programs.
The Security Council is sending a clear message to North Korea today. Stop firing ballistic missiles or face the consequences.
The 14 people on the blacklist include Cho Il-woo, believed to be the top man at the DPRK's overseas espionage operations, as well as Kim Chol-nam, who heads up the Korea Kumsan Trading Company that allegedly buys supplies for the country's atomic energy agency. That company is also on the blacklist, as Korea Bank, which reportedly manages the finances of the DPRK leadership, as well as the Korean People's Army's strategic rocket force. This resolution is significant because it has been under negotiations for weeks between China and the U.S., who have long disagreed on how to deal with the DPRK and with deepening tensions on the Korean peninsula. The U.S. has wanted to impose tougher new sanctions to punish the DPRK for its continued nuclear development and missile tests, but China has pushed back, maintaining that the best course of action is through dialogue and a return to the six-party talks.
The current situation on the peninsula is complex and sensitive. At the same time, there is a critical window of opportunity for the nuclear issue of the peninsula to come back to the right track of seeking a settlement through dialogue and negotiations.
It also shows cooperation between China and the U.S. despite Beijing's objections to Washington's deployment of the THAAD anti-missile defense system to South Korea. The resolution marks the first Security Council sanctions against the DPRK that China and the U.S. have agreed upon since U.S. President Donald Trump took office in January. And it signals that both countries are willing to act on shared concerns about the DPRK's nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs. Li Lingtan, CGTN, New York.